They poured water into the room through the window. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Paula. If it's your first time stopping by, you're welcome, and if you're a returnee, thank you very much for clicking to watch my video. I appreciate it. Today I'm going to be doing a story time. One time in my life something happened and all of that. I've been seeing a lot of videos about where landlords, about talks of landlords and female tenants and all of that. So I decided I said, me too. I've had my own fair share of landlord wahala in this Lagos. I've been in this. Well, it wasn't in Lagos. It happened anyways. It was in Osun State, but I would just say in this world in general. So this happened while I was serving. So anyone who knows that when you serve in Nigeria, you have to get an apartment for yourself, and that's the way it goes. Before we get into the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. All right, let's get back to it. So, like I was saying, so I had a landlord issue, right? I got an apartment. I and my friend, we met in camp. We got an apartment to stay in. The landlord told us that he was not going to be staying there, that he would just come once in a while, like on holidays or whatever, and just come there with his family. That they don't even live there at all. So I served at Osun State, okay, Bogon. I don't know if I pronounced that right. So he said that he stays in IB Ibadan with his family, and that's where they school, that's where they do everything, you know. So he's the one who stays back because of the house and blah blah blah, that he will not be coming back so often like that. So the house is ours. We are free to do whatever it is we wanted to do. So we started living there. So, you know, now being a Ninja babe and being a Lagosian, you like lights. You know, you must have lights in your house now. Like, how do you want to survive? So I requested to have a generator in my house, which it was gotten, though I took it down there and I was using it. They helped me do the connection and all of that, so I'll be able to charge phones and all of that. So I was living that way. It was one small generator anyways, so it can't carry a lot of things. It's just like that room, you plug wherever it is you want to plug and all. So that was the life I was living. And that was how this man just decided that he was going to frustrate my own life. So it was 1 week like that when we had like how many months of strike. So we're still on strike then. In Osun State, the government schools were on strike. Every government organization or whatever was on strike. So we were on strike then, and I had to go back to Lagos to see my family and all. So we had another tenant at that time. So we told the guy, okay, take care of everything now till we come back. You get my other friend too, she left, and also only for me to come back. And I am wanting to use my gen, and the gen is spoilt. I was so confused because my friends came around and they wanted to play video games and all of that. So they brought their TV from where they're staying, their game stations and all that, and they wanted to play games and all, and they wanted to on the gen, but the gen wasn't working. The guy had to like open it up and see that something spoiled in it. We had to go buy the thing to change and all of that, and I'm like, I don't understand who used the gen without telling me. So that was how the landlord wasn't there. I called the landlord. I was like, please, did you use the gen? And then he was like, yeah. I'm like, okay, so it's spoiled and you left, you didn't even repair it, and or tell me that it's spoiled at least. And he was like, no, that it did not spoil. But the guy was just saying things that I don't understand. Let me now tell you one funny thing. This guy is a pastor, right? He said he is a pastor. All right. So well, I fixed my gen myself when he came back, because I called my dad. My dad was like, I should just fix it myself. I shouldn't talk. I'm in someone else's land. I shouldn't just make any trouble. So, which I did, and I wasn't even wanting to cause any trouble, because I mean, it's my property and you touched it without my permission and you did something bad to it and you still didn't tell me about it. I felt that that was wrong of him, because he should have told me that something happened to the gen, but he's going to fix it. But what he did was to run away. He disappeared and he never wanted to come back. Even when I talked about he didn't come back at all. So I had repaired the gem and everything. I had just left him alone with his guilty conscience and all that. So then I think after like some maybe like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, he came. His whole family came. So that night I was like, okay, let me put on the gen and all. So I put on the gen, and all of a sudden his children just ran out from their room and rushed to go and turn on the TV. I'm like, I came there because the gen made a sound, so I went to check it out, and I'm seeing that the TV is on and it is plugged to the stabilizer. I beg you, for which place did they use stabilizer with generator? I beg. And I'm like, oh, young boy, I beg you, turn off the stabilizer if you want to watch the TV. Turn off stabilizer. And the boy did not answer me at first. And I'm like, turn off the stabilizer. And his mother was from wherever she was, and she shouted, say, off the TV, off the TV, and all that. And then they started making an issue out of everything. They said that I told them not to turn on the TV. That's what they went to tell the landlord. The landlord called me. I was like, I'm being somehow to his children. I'm being wicked to his children. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, all that. And the wife, I think the wife like changed the whole story and everything. That's why would I stop them from using? I'm like, I don't understand. Generator, na me get am. Light, na me get am. So what are you talking about? Eh? All the things that you guys said, you people have been saying rubbish now. You people say you are not going to stay here. And that is the reason why we paid for the house. Only for you people to come and be doing as if we are one big family. I beg now, what's happen? You get me? I was so pissed. I didn't even want to tell my dad or tell anybody in my house. I just kept quiet. You get me? So it was now the next day. I think I had gone out and we came back. And all of a sudden, I noticed something in my room, right? I've been staying in my friend's room because she had like movies and we stayed there together. So I just went into my room, and that was when I saw that my net to my window in my room had been torn. Not only that it was torn, they poured water into the room through the window. So thank God that it didn't touch my system, because I normally put my system there, but I moved it before I left the room. So I moved it to the other side, but the water touched my bed and the floor there and all of that. And I'm like, which kind of nonsense be this now? What exactly did I do? Do you get me? You called me and told me I'm being wicked to your children when I just simply said one thing, and then you escalated it to something else. You spoiled my gen, you didn't apologize to me, you ran away, and then you're coming back later and you're acting all like you own everything. Yes, you own the house. It's just the house, but I paid for the space. So am I not supposed to be respected? I beg. As in, the things that happen in this Nigeria most times just surprises me. If it was a guy, would you actually do that to a guy? But because you saw me, don't like. One time like this man wanted I and my friend to like be playing with him, we should hang out with him. He said we are boring, we don't go out, we only just stay there, we should go out now, we should take him out for drinks. I'm like, I don't understand. I thought this man said he was a pastor. What kind of pastor is he that he's wanting all of that from we young girls that are supposed to be like his sisters, younger sisters, or so? Well, I didn't even bother myself about all of that, man. But when that one happened, I didn't sleep in that room because I don't know what they would have done in that water. So I didn't sleep in that room. It didn't. And then I went to look for a house that same day. I called my dad and told him what happened. I went to look for a house that day, and I moved out of that house the next day. So the next day I was able to pay for a new house, and I moved into that same house that same day. I packed my things. My friends came, they got me a van that came to pack all my load, and I left that house the very next day. After like maybe a week or two, my friend also left the house. So we just left the house for them to just enjoy. And then my friend was now like, okay, so I didn't complete my 1 year rent. He needs to go and collect the remaining balance. And then we went to meet the man, and the man is like, that if we disturb him from rent, that he's going to show us that he's son of the soil. He's going to do this. I'm like, oh my God, pastor. I called my dad and I told my dad what happened. My father said I should forget about the rent. I should forget about it. I should just run away from there, live there for my own life. That this place is a foreign place. I shouldn't just go and look for trouble, and they're diabolic and all of that. So I told my friend about what my dad said about leaving the money. So he was like, no, we're not going to leave the money for the man. And he knew what to do. So he called someone that stays in Ghana, and the person pretended to my dad. And that's how we got the money from the man, and all that. But just tell me what your experience has been with Lagos landlords or Nigerian landlords, or generally. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's about the gender, or it's just about their personality, the ego about having a house or something? Because me personally, I feel my own experience was because of my gender, and I felt that if it was a guy, the story would have been different. The way he handled me would have been different and whatsoever. So, but let me know in the comment section what you think about this particular story, and if you've experienced anything close to it or similar or related to my story. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button, and turn on the post notification bell so you could be notified whenever I post a new video. And go watch my previous videos also. They are very interesting. I'm going to link everything in the description box below. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, peace and love. Bye.